Yeah, may welcome back to another Taekook one shot. This is going to be a college bully one shot, and you have read one of these kind of one shot before, but this is going to be a little bit different. I hope you will love it. Taking a deep breath, fingers wrap it around the back's strip in a very tight grip. The blonde boy breathed out a few seconds later before entering the campus gates, hoping not to see that long raven haired guy with his signature smirk today. Thang doesn't know why, but ever since he stopped feet into this college, it was as if he booked a ticket for his own misery in his life. No kidding, his very first day in the campus was the day the gates opened of his misery wide for him. The happy moment he has lived in this place were very few that he remembered. He is just really glad that his mother hasn't came back to this university ever since the first day. She dropped him off and wished him luck. Ashley doesn't wish for her to see he is enduring every day for the past 6 months. He wants her to think that her son is happy studying art in this Korean university he's always wanted to accept it in. Taking steady steps towards very first lecture, the arts student keep his gaze down as he walked, not really feeling like communicating with anyone. It's not like he had many friends in this place anyway. His upper half swelled by an oversized navy blue hoodie, and he had these white shorts on that reaches just above his knees. He looked so tiny that he wished it would work in his favor and help him disappear or maybe invisible until he reaches his destined department. But not everything we wish for in bound to happen. Sometimes it's just another day in which his prayers doesn't get answered again. Oh, there he came. He heard someone shout not from afar and decided to ignore, and when he heard a few sinister sneakers following, he knew he should just walk faster and get away. Hey, where do you think you are going? Nerd boy. Thing is confused. The voice doesn't belong to the person who bullies him on daily basis. It's a whole other group this time. He doesn't want to know what they're up to, and he's not sure how they are going to react if he just keep on ignoring them. His question got soon answered when the group of 4 or maybe 5 people ran past him and stopped him in his tracks. Then let out a noise of surprise at their persistent behavior. We are literally talking to you, not them. Someone a year older than him says with a stupid smirk on his face. He was tall, double the size of Taehyung as he hovered over him, but the young boy stands his ground. He's not having it today. Taehyung lets out a short yet aggressive sigh as he finally looks away from the ground and locks eyes with the Ghent boy, raising an eyebrow sagely. What do you want? Ah, nothing much. The taller boy faked a sweet tone as he leaned down, smirking when he get a gasp from Taehyung at the sudden close proximity. Just wonder if you are really a fag. Taehyung's eyes widened. How did they find out he was thousands 100% sure he didn't tell anyone about his gender ever since he flew to Korea from Thailand exactly 7 months ago. He just didn't think it was safe for him, and he was right. Taehyung shot a glare at the taller guy way, quickly composing himself even though he is genuinely confused right now. That's none of your business, Tae snaps. Oh wow, he is being defensive. Another guy clenched as he approached Taehyung as well, inviting his personal space. Does that mean it's true? Oh, I never thought you would be that type. Taehyung flinched at the word, his hands balled up in tiny shaky fist as he formed, feeling humiliation crossing through his whole being as this newfound group of bullies laughed in his face. So tell us, another dude spoke up as he put his elbow on the shoulder of the boy who spoke earlier, his face very full of bad vibes. How many boys have you make feel relaxed so far? Leave me alone. Taehyung is surprised by his own study and calm. His voice out came out the way he didn't stutter is a wonder, and he honestly doesn't know where this sudden rush of bravery came from. Just as he took a step away from the group, Thing was suddenly taken aback by a harsh grip on his elbow. He let out a cry of pain, fearful that this will have his bones dislocated. I didn't say you could leave. The first tall guy spoke in low voice as he glared at Taehyung, his grip getting harsher on the poor boy's elbow. Let me go. Taehyung screeched, earning the attention of few students around. Now you are talking back, huh? The taller guy that Taehyung didn't even know his name tugged harsher on his elbow, smacking at the whimper that escaped the younger boy's throat. Why didn't you use your freaking voice when Jungkook was making you his daily punching bag? He shouted, very satisfied by the tears that suddenly escaped Taehyung's eyes. What's going on over there? Taehyung shivered as he heard the familiar husky voice and that perfect Busan accent, as if his day can't get any worse. Not only has he gotten himself some new bullies this early in the morning, but he's also sudden no as a fact boy in front of the whole department when he is still wondering how did they even find out. And as the cherry on the top, his main bully is now here glaring at them sharply, and oh, if looks could kill. There he stands, tall and lazy, dressed in a black t-shirt that's hugging his perfect defined torso, his muscles flexing as he crossed his arm over his chest. The jeans he is wearing was kind of baggy, complemented by a black pair of Converse. Thing is overwhelmed. It's definitely not the time to admire the dude's attire. Thing's bully boy is literally sending diggers their way with his eyes. Should they feel relieved that he appeared out of nowhere? Thing didn't know, but he is revealed anyway. Yes, Taehyung. Yes, Jungkook threw harsh insults his way almost every day, mocked his short hair, touched his clothes, his accent annoyed him in their few common classes and even in the cafeteria and everywhere around campus, but he has never said mean words him nor has he ever get physical with him. Hey Joe, before you say a freaking word, let him go. Jungkook interrupted the guy, slightly approaching the group and squinted his eyes at how close he is to Taehyung. Taehyung's blood ran cold at the oldest tone. He sounded like a raging volcano, and it's confusing Taehyung because what is the athlete bully even doing in the arts department in the first place? Come on, Jungkook. Thought we can share a toy? The guy clenched, seemingly not intimidated by Jungkook's presence. Don't make me tell you again, said Jungkook, his voice dropping a slightly more deeper in the process, sending shiver down Taehyung's spine. Okay, geez, I get it. It's your puppet. The guy literally shoved Taehyung Jungkook's way, and if it wasn't the Jungkook's strong arm that supported Taehyung's whole body, Taehyung would have been kissing the ground by now. Standing up properly now, Taehyung locks eyes with the long dark black-haired bully of his, and he felt his insides crunch at the intense glare. It has been months and he still doesn't know why it always pissed Jungkook off to see someone else messing with Taehyung. And what are you doing with this puppet of mine? As soon as Taehyung gained his balance and stood up to his feet, Jungkook let go of him and turned his attention to the group. I thought I made it clear that he is out of everyone's reach, or wasn't I clear enough, Hanji? More students gather around and Taehyung wanted to just swelled by a magic hole right now, right there. And then, of course, they wouldn't miss a show in which the main character is the most popular athlete, handsome, charming boy that goes by the name of Jungkook. I was just wondering if what I heard is true. The Hanji guy shrugged nonchalantly. Jungkook raises an eyebrow at that. What? Taehyung felt like fainting. How the whole campus will know, and everyone will bully him and throw free insults at him. But that's not even what's worrying him at the moment. Taehyung's just scared he would be seen as someone disgusting. He was afraid Jungkook would think he is disgusting. You might assume that he is having feelings for the bully of him, which is crazy, but your assumptions are alright. Taehyung is indeed crazy. He has completely lost his mind the day he first met this guy. And out of all people he was having feelings for, it had to be none other than his bully. Taehyung found it impossible not to fall for Jungkook, and he was stupid enough to wish for a slight change of heart in the oldest way of treatment. Months passed and nothing has changed. The bullying continued just the same, only Taehyung's feeling had been developing into a very unhealthy crush. He knew he shouldn't have stopped it. He should have stopped it at some point, but we can't control our feelings now, can we? Oh no, freaking god, I just happened to meet this Thai dude. What was his name? bright, sprite white. Hanji clenched. Thanks within his eyes. It's bright, that freaking boy. They used to study in the same high school back in Thailand, and Taehyung had heard something about bright fishing. His college studies in Seoul. He is a year older than him as well. Taehyung just wanted wishes he wasn't that famous boy back in his parents' hometown, Thailand. Whatever the freak his name was, he happened to know Taehyung, and he told me something about the couple of boyfriends this fag had in his high school. Hanji clicked his tongue, muttered lowly, freaking fag. Murmuring could be heard, and Taehyung just kept his head low, afraid to look up and see Jungkook's reaction. To say that Jungkook wasn't surprised, it would be a big lie, but he was quick to keep his expression natural as he stared back at Hanji, and Jungkook raises his eyebrows, blinking once lazily. Well, that catch Taehyung's attention as he looked up at Jungkook's natural face in disbelief. He expected him to be surprised, to join Hanji's insulting party, or worse, shove him back to Hanji, but none of that happened, and Taehyung just can't believe it. What do you mean? And I'm literally saying that he turned out to be gay. I don't think that's any of your concern. Hanji and pretty much everyone were catch off guard by Jungkook's words. He could feel Taehyung's eyes on him, but he kept his gaze fixed on Hanji. Jungkook said, "We are literally in the 21st century, and yet we are still having these sort of conversation. I'm amazed." He shook his head. "What do you mean?" Hanji clenched. "John Jungkook, are you perhaps gay too?" That moment of silence that suddenly surfaced, the area was a little loud as everyone held their breath, waiting for Jungkook's upcoming words. "That also none of your business, Hanji," the tall boy finally let out, electing murmurs from the crowd. The heated conversation was suddenly cut off by the sound of the bell, alarming everyone to get to their first lecture of the day. Jungkook kept his gaze fixed on Hanji as the latter's group started to pull him away, asking him to drop it, finally managing to drag him away from them. "Make sure it's last time you touch him like that." Jungkook didn't hesitate to shout at Hanji's tail before turning his attention to the stunned boy beside him. Jungkook smiled, and Taehyung was left wondering what he suddenly amused about. "Oh my god, Jungkook, let's go. Our department is literally on the other side of the world." Yoongi, one of Jungkook's friends, complained, dragging Jungkook along with him as they rushed to get out of the art department. "Hey Cook, I thought you have only been with girls," Yoongi said as he nudged the older, who still had that smirk on his face. "Bestie, what are you, bio pen?" Jungkook clicked his tongue, already annoyed by Yoongi's nonsense. "Have I ever been with any boy before?" Jungkook's tone was calm and bored. It wasn't defensive or offended. "Yeah, you haven't, and that's exactly why I'm questioning my own existence right now." "Because what do you mean it's none of your business?" To Hanji, "Because it's literally none of anyone's business. I am who the freak I am. And okay, Okay, as you say, whatever. Let's just hurry up before Mr. Moon goes for our tours. Thing was walking past the gates of campus, not believing that he was finally done with the lectures of the day. He catch a few stairs but didn't care. He just wanted to be in his apartment. That's only 15 minute walk away. He hasn't seen Jungkook or that Hanji guy group ever since the morning, and he was truthfully relieved, though a part of him is concerned about his life's turn of events from now on, how Jungkook's going to be treated him after it. That Hanji guy is still going to be around after him. He doesn't even know him, but he may have overheard a gossip about him claiming that he has always been jealous of Jungkook's popularity, and he wanted to just ruin it if he could. But the Jungkook is rich, athlete, and has a great bond with professors, and it just perfect in his own way. Well, his only red flag. As he walked past the gates of the hall, Taehyung let out a noise of confusion as he saw some of his students running towards the back of the uni ward. He shrugged and carried on walking, not thinking much of it until a fight. Yes, and that's Jungkook against the Hanji guy. Oh, you said who? Oh my god, I have never seen Jungkook ever in a fight. Let's go watch. Stopped dead on his track. Taehyung's eyes widened at the mention of Jungkook's name. His chest clenched and his breath getting catched in his throat. Jungkook fighting? That's a first. True, he hasn't been around for long, but he knew as a matter of the fact that it's beyond Jungkook's nature to go physical with anyone, regardless of the gained figure and athlete body. Taeyang didn't know what was he doing until he found himself pushing his way onto the watching crowd. The last thing he was expecting was to see Jungkook fighting for his own life against a group of five. Well, Taeyang flinched as he heard a voice speaking beside him, looking around, and it's just that youngy guy looking at him with the same bored look. He is always head on his face and rise, bro. Aren't you gonna do something? Youngy Toothe? What has Jungkook's fight to do with me? Taeyang thought. Aren't you going to do something? Taeyang crossed his arms at Young's words. He couldn't believe how calm the dude is. It about. It's not like he's my friend, they said. In fact, you should do something, they said. I want to, but he stopped me. Youngie said, well, it's not like I'm the one who caused fight, he added. What do you mean? Thank blinked, earning a sigh and an eye roll from Youngie. Ah, there he is, coming after you like the freaking puppy he is. Thang heard Hanji's deep voice growling in a shout, and when Thang looked at him, Hanji was looking back at him with a maniacal smile. They shivered. Thang didn't miss the surprised look on Jungkook's face when his locked gaze with him. Of course, he would be surprised. Why would someone with a brain be concerned about his bully being punched by a bunch of dudes? Jungkook saw it. The genuine concern held in Taehyung's eyes was unmistakable. Jungkook couldn't believe they would care enough about him after all he has done to him? Are you still going to deny it? Just shut the freak up, Hanji. Taehyung jumped at Jungkook's sudden scream. He doesn't understand what's going on. Is he really a flame that sparked the war in between these two? What did he do? Denying what? Taehyung wanted to ask, but before he could get any reaction out of himself, his whole body turned numb after he heard a shattering of glass soon after Jungkook's body falling limp onto the ground. He couldn't register what was going on until he saw someone from behind Jungkook holding half of a glass bottle in his hand. With the same McAfee smile he saw this morning, Jungkook was hit on his back of his head and he is now unconscious. The red liquid was seen on the top of his hair. Everyone happened to so fast. The group of 5 boys ran away, and so did the crowd of people who were watching. No, wait. Even Yoongi was not there when it happens because he get a call from the principal and had to leave before this all happened. It was suddenly just Taehyung and Jungkook's unconscious body. His cries of help was unanswered, and it's now up to him. Jungkook's life is literally in his grasp of his hand. He will have to choose to keep it or throw it away. So everyone, this is not end here today. I'll see you tomorrow with the next episode of this story. Till then, take care safe, and if you have any question or suggestion, please comment it down. I'll try to answer. Bye.